The NSRL Cup Series comes to the Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. It is round 4 of the National Sim Racing League Cup Series, the Thunder LA 200. Hello friends, Marty Sakala with you once again. Glad to be with you here in Rockingham Speedway, and we are glad you could join us. So last time out, the Homestead Miami Speedway put on a phenomenal race, and at the end it was Mark Cook taking home the win. Incredible race overall. If you missed it last week, let me tell you something. You really missed a doozy, that's for sure. But anyway, great race at Rockingham Speedway planned for you. This is going to be a track where the high side will not be a factor at all. You see here, it's banked all around. Heavy banking down in the corners. The low line going to be key. A lot of braking being done here. This may be a race as well because of the abrasive surface of Rockingham Speedway, where tires could be key. So last week at Homestead Miami Speedway, it was Mark Cook that took home the race win. Led the final 8 laps in the going. Wasn't really a factor a lot in the race, but man, did he put on a great clutch performance. Josh Susi led 132 laps on the day, and unfortunately came home in 3rd position. But hey, nothing to be ashamed of. As we take a look at the NSRL point standings following the race, it is having some technical difficulties on my end. I do all my stuff digital. Jeremy Edwards comes into the night with a 25-point lead on Tyler Isley. 3rd is Mark Cook. 4th, Justin Cope. 5th, Mark Sikosi. 6th, Warren Young. 7th, Kayla McCarthy. 8th is Josh Susi. 9th, Josh Aaron. And 10th is Jimmy Barr. Mark Cook, my goodness, hasn't really been off to the best start this season in competition. He did win his duel though, but finished outside of the top 15 in the first 2 races. Was definitely due up for a good performance and definitely put that on last time out at Homestead. Biggest mover in the points, by the way, was Josh Susi, picking up 12 positions up to 8th in the standings. In the team standings as well, the Constructors Championship, Nowski Motorsports with a win, currently with 174 points. Rebel Racing is 40 points behind with 134. 3rd, Maximum Motorsports with 127. 4th is DraftKings Racing. They have 108. And 5th, with 96, is the Outsiders Racing team. Pause here real quick as you continue to watch qualifying. Let's show you the qualifying times at the moment on top of your screen. All right, we are back at it. Let's break down tonight's race for you here at Rockingham Speedway. 200 laps around the rock. Stages will end at laps 40 and 90. All the drivers will get 5 sets of Goodyear Racing tires. The Rockingham Speedway, 1.017 miles long, and the bank gain varies in the corners, each corner I should say. 22 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2, 25 in turn 3 and 4, 8 degrees on the straightaway. So this track gives you a little bit of a comparison to Dover International Speedway. As you see, we have a crash in qualifying, trouble for Edwards in the 51. We have 27 drivers that have taken time so far. We have 1 minute of qualifying left to go. 28 drivers, I believe, will start this race. How about that? We're definitely looking forward to a great showing. The Rockingham Speedway has been thrilling fans for over 30 years with 22 degrees of banking and a tough fine tire surface. You get fierce competition that gives the Rock its name. Some drivers call it the Rock, some drivers call it the Ham. You may have a little bit of both. Josh Susie, currently second quick in the number 12, lay 23.45, and that's where he will be. On the pole with a 23.35 second time in his first start of the season, that will be the driver of the number 03, Otto Cruz. So Otto Cruz starting on pole. So we are all set to go. Let's give you your starting lineup for the Thunder Alley 200. It's Otto Cruz and Josh Susie on the front row. Row 2, Mark Sikosi and Dean Webb. Webb in his first start this season. Mark Cook, Patrick Gitter in row number 3. Row 4, Matthew Hughes and Brett Edwards. William Farmer and Tyler Isley round out the top 10. Caleb McCarthy and Warren Young make up row 6. The rest of the field looks like this: Chad Sullivan, Briggs Swope, Terry Marinaro, Brian Wiggins, Justin Cope, Justin Diltz, Christopher Lynn, Josh Aaron, Wes Dobbs, Kyle Milliken, Alan Crowell, Daniel Menzies. That's 13 through 24. Jeremy Edwards, Jimmy Barr, Billy Milner, and Tom Para taking time of 28 drivers. We've got a 29th driver as well, a part of the race. That's William D. Farmer in the number 06. So I believe it will be a 31 car field, or 30 car field, I should say, tonight. Give you a weather report as we get ready to go racing here at Rockingham Speedway. Look at the track temp on the bottom, 111 degrees at the Rock. That's going to mean for a very slick racing surface, and you'll see a lot of slipping and sliding throughout the corners, especially if we get on the long run. Air temp is 76 degrees. See if we get some final words here from some drivers and race control. James Morris.
What?
So the field about to roll off here for one pace lap. 30 drivers ready to go to work for 200 circuits around the Rock. A lot of names to watch out for. You see that guy in the number 12, Josh Susie. Definitely be one to watch. Same with Mark Sikosi in the number 8, starting in 3rd. 5th in points coming in, still looking for his first win of the season. Has had a top 5 in 2 of the 3 races this season. The field in double formation stacked as they come into turn number 3 at the Rock on the heavy banking here in North Carolina. As we say, race fans, strap in and hold on tight, because these men are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer as they come off of turn number 4. A man making his debut against the man that won at Lucas Oil Raceway. Take the front row. It is showtime from the Rock. Cruz gets the early advantage here over Susie, who finds the bottom side of the racetrack. Sikosi in 3rd. over Dean Webb side by side. For position, Patrick Gitter taking that over Mark Cook. Off of turn 4, first time it is Auto Cruz that leads lap number 1. Stage 1, by the way, is 45 laps. As you see, the Sikosi goes a little bit high, opens the door for Dean Webb, and maybe Patrick Gitter to take over. Gitter taking the 4th spot away from Sikosi, and now here comes Mark Cook in the number 88. Yellow lights are on. We've got a crash already. Brick Swope in the number 7 has gone around, and I believe this may be a solo car accident. Take a look at the replay and see what brought out our first yellow of the race. Off of turn number 2, he simply got loose. He got into the 33 car of Terry Marinaro, also involved the 5 of Brian Wiggins. How about the traffic as well? That got very close to being dangerous. Let's take a look at that shot from our aerial cam. Going to be in slow motion. Like I said, abrasive surface today at Rockingham. Got to be very careful with your throttle control. Comes down, and it is a 3-car wreck. Sometimes when you come off turn 2 and you hit the wall, you can actually go up on 2 wheels. But look at all the back markers behind them, all stacking up and missing that crash. Let's see if we can watch it onboard here. That is from Greg Swope's perspective. So a couple of drivers in pit road. Those 3 drivers that were involved in the crash, you see them, Swope, Marinaro, and Wiggins on lap number 2. Repairs of damage. By the way, all drivers do get... just confirming here on the rule book, all drivers will get a quick repair in each race. So just keep that in mind. So Auto Cruz off to a good start, leading early on. Give you more of the storylines here that we could watch closely. Last week it was a phenomenal debut race for the driver of the number 95, William Farmer, in the Mug Root Beer PepsiCo machine. Had a top 3 finish in his debut at Homestead Miami Speedway. Can he follow that up with a top 5? This is a track, by the way, that uses low downforce. You can see by the spoilers on the car, very low. They will be going a little bit faster throughout the race. Jeremy Edwards is another story we're going to have to watch very closely. Started from the back in 25th, currently in 19th position in the Nowski machine. He's come very close to a win, but the turn that has come to bite him in the rear end is turn 4. Check and see if the lights are off the pace car this time. And I believe they are, so we will be going back to the green flag this time. And apologies to Kayla on the start. These men and women, I didn't see if on my lineup if she was in the field. I thought she was, so just making sure. So apologies, Kayla, that's for sure. Let's reset the field here for you. Auto Cruz and Josh Susi in row 1. Row 2, Patrick Gitter and Dean Webb. The third row, Mark Cook and Mark Sikosi. Row number 4, Matthew Hughes and confirming the 8th place driver here. And Brett Edwards. Row 5, William Farmer and Caleb McCarthy, your top 10. So we get ready to go back to the green flag. Cruz will get the right to fire first here on the restart. Checks out of the hotel easily. Susie in second. On the outside for third. Gitter takes that over Dean Webb. Now the battle for fifth on between Cook and Susie. Inside line, the place where you want to be here at Rockingham. Cozy trying to get the advantage, but it's actually Cook up on the outside, taking fifth spot away. A lot of drivers' cars very tight right now. The tires are all cold, especially coming just off of a restart. Temps will get up to temp here shortly. Let's go back to that battle for fifth position with Cook and Sikosi. And maybe not. Second yellow of the day is out for Daniel Menzies down in Thunder Alley. And let's get to a replay and see what brought this out. Simply loses it off of turn 2. And comes up. Oh, we got a car as well. Two more. Oh, is that Tom Parra that just missed that? Oh boy. Let's watch that onboard. Loses it off in turn 2, and then tries to gas it and miss the wall. But these cars are a lot tougher to steal with that rack and pinion steering. But a lot of hard shots. Go from an aerial shot. Yeah, he actually clipped the apron, which caused him to get loose. Up the track. Is that Marinara that's going to come flying in here? He did. He had so much momentum. I believe that was William D. Farmer in the 06. Watch Tom Parra's onboard. It's going to be a fun onboard to watch. Oops, excuse me. Just one moment. Tom Parra just hanging out in the back. Oh my goodness, it was that close. So nice job by Parra there to miss it. May have spilled his Coca-Cola, his cherry Coca-Cola, trying to miss it. Ten laps are in the books here early on at Rockingham Speedway. Let's take this opportunity to listen in through the voice chatter here what drivers are saying.
Tim to it. You got it in lock.
Leader's going to take the bottom.
Nice track. Thank you later. That's why I was staying in the back, just riding and getting my feet wet here and not trying to cause any trouble.
Just a friendly reminder to all drivers, if you have not unmuted your all teams on the radio, go ahead and do so. There's a couple guys talking on all teams.
Good call.
I was just about to say that you beat me to it, my friend.
How do I mute it? Bring up your radio black box, and if the all team's muted, it'll be in red. Just click on it with your mouse, and it'll go white.
Okay. Okay, I should be good now.
Back to green here at Rockingham. Susie shuts the door on Gitter after getting a terrible restart. Crashing behind them, Brett Edwards goes around. Yellow is out, collects a couple of drivers. Chad Sullivan also involved. Watch the replay once again from another angle here off of turn number 2. Loses control of it into William Farmer. That's a shame. Tough break. Tough start to this race here at the Rock. Watch on board that Rowdy Energy number 51. Checks up and he got rear-ended from behind. Tough break. Couple of drivers are in pit road. Christopher Lynn, Chad Sullivan, and Kayla McCarthy are in the pit. But meanwhile, it is Auto Cruz that is your race leader here at Rockingham Speedway. We'll take a break. 14 laps are complete.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back here at Rockingham Speedway, getting ready to go back to green here on lap number 17. That is how the field looks as we get ready to get going. Auto Cruz has led all the laps so far today here at the Rock with Josh Susie second. They have kept their spots. Other driver that has kept his fourth position is Dean Wow. Patrick Gitter is third. Mark Sikosi is fifth. Mark Cook is sixth. Matthew Hughes is seventh. William Farmer eighth. Warren Young ninth. And Wes Dobbs rounding out the top 10. Getting ready to go to the restart. Cruz fires back to green. Nice restart over Susie. Staying put, get her to third. Webb is fourth. Sikosi taking fifth, and here comes Matthew Hughes looking on the inside of Mark Cook. And a good battle for sixth, but Cook shuts the door. Got Warren Young behind in the number 2 machine. The 95 William Farmer, by the way, with no rear end on that race car. We'll see if that plays a factor. Meanwhile, in turn 2, they are scrambling up there. Wild, wild mess going down Thunder Alley. Warren Young trying to look to the inside. Your best battle on the racetrack. An easy pass made to take away the 7th spot. With your higher movers in the race so far, Warren Young starting from the 12th position, now up to 7th spot. Coming in 6th spot, 6th in the standings. Let's try and find another battle on track. Let's go to the battle for the race lead. Josh Susie inside as Auto Cruz goes tight in turn number 2. Susie to the point, first lead change of the evening. And now put Patrick Gitter into the battle. Auto Cruz starting to fade just a little bit. Top 5 currently nose to tail, all trying to figure out the line early here at Rockingham Speedway. Gitter closing in just a little bit on Cruz, but Cruz outbreaks Gitter going into turn number 3. Take you on board here for a lap with the guy in 5th looking for 4th position. That is Mark Sikosi. Pull up the dashboard 2 on your screen. A lot of braking being utilized in 5th gear. Braking early and a lot of times just stabilizing the car. And he's trying to look inside on 4th position on Dean Webb, just trying to pressure the 2 into making a mistake. Closest battle on track for 5th. A little bit of smoke in turn number 2. Unknown if that came for the race leader, Susie. Susie bobbled a little bit there on the exit. Kind of fine to do that on the exit. Don't really want to do it in the entry or the center of the corner, or else you can definitely lose your car with the banking. Sikosi unable to make a pass stick. Let's go over to 10th position. Good battle on the line between William Farmer and Tyler Isley. Isley, a tough break for him last week at Homestead Miami Speedway. Had a good chance of winning, then lost the car off of turn 4, making a beautiful save inside, I think, the top 2. And like I said, had a great chance at winning the race. Isley currently in the 11th position. Jeremy Edwards currently your biggest mover of the race, up 17 spots, starting from 25th. Not a good qualifying run from the driver of the number 17. Let's go back to the battle for the race lead. Auto Cruz closing in on Josh Susie. Gap is now about a car length and a half. And Cruz actually got loose off of turn 2. Here comes Gitter. Upstairs looking for 2nd, takes the spot away. And a nice corner there by Gitter to diamond it in the center of 3 and 4, taking away the runner-up spot. Cruz tried to outbrake Gitter there, but just used way too much. I don't even know if he locked it up. I couldn't really tell from the left front tire entering the corner. But this is a fun race we've got in store for you. Mark Cook trying to enter this 3-man shootout for P3. Cruz, Webb, and Sikosi in this battle. Sikosi can't get turn 2 to work on the exit. Try and find another battle on the track. Best battle on track. We've got another good battle as well for 15th. This is way in the back of the pack. These guys are 11 seconds behind the leaders. Caleb McCarthy and Kyle Milliken. Remember, McCarthy suffered some damage early on and takes away 15th spot as Milliken upside down. Kickflip by the 42. That will bring the yellow out. Another tough break for Kyle Milliken. That brings out our 4th caution of the race. Nice long run, though, by the drivers. It's, there was a lot of net code there. You could really tell. Oh, maybe not from that angle. Let's watch from our aerial shot here with Kyle Milliken. Just a passenger. As soon as Brian Wiggins lost it off of turn 2, there was some net code there, but look at the wild ride from Kyle Milliken. Also involved the 54, Alan Crowell. Ever since Daytona, it's been a rough past few races from him. Why don't we ride on board here from our gyro angle with Milliken? Look at the baking. Oh, hang on. We're going to put this in real time as well. How about that for a ride? Couple of drivers are in the pits right now. A lot of them making their first stop, trying to short pit here. Mark Cook, one of the drivers who was inside the top 5 for tires and fuel. Top 15, I want to say, stayed out on that run. As for the 42 of Kyle Milliken, who goes a couple of laps down, I believe he had no choice but to use his quick repair early on. Tough break for him. So Josh Susi, your current race leader, and we're going to listen to audio. I would assume he's taking the inside line on this restart. And are we doubling them up here? Are we going back to green? We're at 2 to green.
10-4.
So while we're at it, let's do some audio. So going back to green this time, we will have 9 laps to go in the opening stage. So let's reset the field here for you. Josh Susi, first time he'll get the right to fire first on this restart. Patrick Gitter restarting second. Otto Cruz third. Dean Webb is fourth. And Mark Sikosi restarting in fifth. Top 12 on track, by the way, have yet to pit. So Susi, will he fire as early as possible? Yes, he does. Gitter does not get the memo. We are back to green. Cruz got hold of it, and he immediately won second spot. Easy restart there. Look at Sikosi making some moves. Takes fourth spot away. Jeremy Edwards won sixth position on Warren Young. Now Sikosi going after Gitter for P3. Trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Can he get it to stick on the exit? The banking gives you a lot of momentum. Just hoping that 28 can get really tight in the quarter, and there's the deal. Let's see if Sikosi takes advantage on the exit. He does not here. Best battle on track for third spot. Seven laps to go in stage number 1. Each stage in the first 2 are 45 laps, and after lap 90, we'll take you to the distance. Gap half a car like Sikosi going the high side of the racetrack. Is that possible? Trouble. And yellow lights are on, and we've got a big, big wreck. Daniel Menzies a part of it. Now we'll have to see if this will end this stage or not. Take a look at the replay and see what happened. First guy we have that has crashed was Brett Edwards. Alan Crowell also involved. So Edwards using the high side. Is there the touch from Tom Para? Doesn't look to be that way. And off of turn 2, 25 comes up. And that is Menzies. Hard crash there for 2 of those 3 drivers. Here it is in real time. Menzies, by the way, touched the... I don't know what he's thinking there. By what he's thinking, I mean Menzies. We're going to go from the gearbox of Brett Edwards first. Can we watch that from the roll bar? I think we can. Tough to get the good angle on it. Right side wheels up in the air. Let's go to Alan Crowell, who had nowhere to go. And finally, Daniel Menzies, who clipped the apron. Hey, you know, he actually kind of held his line. That's why he said, are you kidding me? I think both of them were holding their line and didn't really expect to meet each other in the same path, them intersecting. So there you see Menzies in the pit. Be a lot of optional repairs for him. So we will see what happens here on this restart. I would expect to see a 2-lap shootout.
Scenic view.
Thank you. I can't think.
No problem. So not for nothing, let's not get crazy here, but it's looking like we're going to have like a 2-lap shootout for the stage.
That's what Susie agrees with me there.
How many laps to green?
We are coming to 1 to green right now.
And the lights are off. Green flag racing this time with a 2-lap shootout to see who will win this stage.
Leader, you taking it inside?
Yes, sir.
Susie leads, Cruz second, Sikosi third, Gitter is fourth, and Jeremy Edwards is fifth. Edwards, by the way, the biggest mover of the race, up 19 spots. Edwards is actually restarting in fifth. Dean Webb is fifth. iRacing number is 2. Actually, the iRacing number is 09. Custom number is 2 as we're back to green for 2 to go. Oh, Sikosi stuck up on the outside. Gitter may get a run unless he ran the high side. Oh, car in the wall, back to the pack. Marinaro in the 33, no caution. We stay green. Meanwhile, back up front, 1 lap to go in stage 1. Susie with the edge over Cruz. Sikosi again going top shelf on the track. Again, surprising to see that, and there's the yellow again. And we've got a crash with Kayla McCarthy. This is a big crash in 2. McCarthy, you got Josh Aaron. Mark Cook is also involved. So we're about to see what happened here, but that will put an end to stage 1. We're in turn 1. Cook, did he get in the back of the 59? No. McCarthy gets into the wall first, and Cook just has nowhere to go. So around they went. When they come down, there's the 20, the 77. Let's take a look at this from our aerial shot here in real time. No way Cook would have been hunting down McCarthy there. 77. A couple more drivers involved. That's a big one. The Rock taking its toll on a lot of drivers tonight. Let's go on board with Kayla. See if we have a gearbox angle. By the way, a lot of drivers have come on into pit road. Go from Josh Aaron's perspective. Nowhere to go. He's trying to miss it on the bottom. I mean, he could have gone to the apron, but at the same time, he could have spun the car out. Go to Mark Cook. Tough break for last week's winner. Pit road is open. A lot of drivers are in. Auto Cruz, by the way, winning the race off of pit road. A couple of drivers stayed out. Brian Wiggins will get bonus points for leading here at Rockingham. We're going to go to another break. Stay with us. We'll be back. We are back, and we are right on time for stage number 2. Brian Wiggins will bring the field back down for the restart with Chad Sullivan second, William Farmer third, Wes Dobbs fourth, and Warren Young rounding out the top 5. Back to green. Wiggins the right to fire first. Here we go. Chad Sullivan second, William Farmer third. Look at the mess. Susie inside on Dobbs for the 5th position, and he wants more. Otto Cruz on the back of him. Same with Jeremy Edwards. They're working together to get by the drivers that stayed out. Edwards wanting the 7th spot on Wes Dobbs. Takes it at the start-finish line and for the lead. Chad Sullivan up on the outside, going to the point. New leader on the day. Can he? Oh, man, I thought Wiggins was going to hook Sullivan there for a moment. Nearly turned him. Sullivan keeping the outside. Wiggins down low. Can he make the pass stick here at the stripe? No. Sullivan, your new leader at the line. But Wiggins not giving up on the bottom. Look at Susie behind. Wanting it, but it's a mess on back. Sullivan loose down Thunder Alley. Who can get back on the throttle first? Wiggins still with the race lead. Tom Parra, by the way, in pit road. Sullivan leads. Oh, man, Warren Young gets the wall, nearly 3 wide. Oh, there goes Warren. Warren Young, can he save it? Yes, he can. Up in the wall he goes. And keeps it straight. That got really close, but in front of them, it's getting dangerous. For 2nd spot, Wiggins not giving up, though. Look at Josh Susie making some moves. And Wiggins way loose off of turn 2. Opens the door for William Farmer. Susie wants the race lead. And he's got it. Josh Susie back in front. 4 fresh Goodyear tires. And now Otto Cruz trying to get 3rd spot away from William Farmer. Gets the pass to work in turn number 2. Hang on, Chad Sullivan. Loosey-goosey exiting turn number 2. Just got on the throttle just a little bit too early, and Cruz goes up to 2nd spot, but we are back under caution. And Warren Young this time can't save it. In the number 48. Your stage winner, by the way, was Josh Susie. A lot of rear end damage to his ride. Look at the replay and see what brought out this yellow. Off of 2. I don't want to say he got hooked. Loses it. Aerodynamics. Oh, man, that is a heavy shot. 2 wheels. I think all 4 wheels actually got up off the ground. But what's crazier to me in all of this solo car accident is how the rear end suffered the most damage. Look at that. And whoa! That was, I think, Menzies, or excuse me, Swope, in the number 7. Losing control. Watch this ride. Warren Young takes a heavy lick. We'll show you this from your gyro cam, too, so you can feel the shot at home. That doesn't do you justice, but this will. Big shot. So a couple of drivers in pit road. Josh Susie, the race leader. Just looking at some of the drivers that did come down pit road. Jeffrey Oakes was one of them in the number 20. Mark Cook also coming down, same with Brett Edwards. Drivers that we saw earlier, Chad Sullivan, William Farmer, Brian Wiggins, staying out in the top 5. Listen to some radio chatter.
My bad.
That Coca-Cola cherry.
Yes, sir.
What is Thomas doing up there?
He's taking away ground.
Oh, okay. I was going to be like, heck yeah, Thomas, get it, man. That is a pretty good looking paint scheme there, sir. I don't.
So getting ready to go back to green after the 7th caution. 58 laps are complete, will be 59 this time. Josh Stussy, the race leader. Auto Cruz outside of him in row 1. Row 2, Chad Sullivan and William Farmer. Row 3, Brian Wiggins and Patrick Gitter. Row 4 is Jeremy Edwards and Dean Webb. Row 5, Mark Sikosi and Wes Dobbs. Coming back for the restart. Stussy the right to fire first. There he goes. And Cruz stays with them. But the 12 holding serve, entering turn number 1. Jimmy Barr, by the way, in the pits. And are we back to yellow? What in the world happened? Jimmy Barr and Tom Pera coming to blows on the start. I am baffled too. Is there a checkup on the inside? Yeah. Oh! Wow, that's interesting with Jimmy Barr. Just simply had too much rear wheel spin and just lost it. Spun the tires big time. Nothing Pera can do about that. With a track like Rockingham and how steep it's banked, even in the straightaways, you can't be doing that on the restart, Jimmy Barr. So we now have 61 laps up on the board. Under another yellow, we're going to go to another break, and we will be back. Stay with us.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We welcome you back to North Carolina Speedway as we are ready to go back to green. Drivers are double file and Susie taking the inside line on this restart. Reset the field here for you as we are under our 8th caution now of this race. Susie the leader, Otto Cruz is 2nd, Chad Sullivan 3rd, William Farmer 4th, Patrick Gitter is 5th, Brian Wiggins 6th, Jeremy Edwards is 7th, Dean Webb is 8th, Mark Sikosi is 9th, and Wes Dobbs rounding out the top 10. Off of turn 4, Susie will get to fire, and here we go, back to green. Catches Cruz sleeping. Chad Sullivan, meanwhile, trying the inside for 2nd spot, gets the door shut. William Farmer, Brian Wiggins, Patrick Gitter fight it out. Gitter just got squirrely there on the exit of 2, very close call. Farmer just took Sullivan out. He just took Sullivan out, same with Edwards. Oh!
Wow, William.
And Sullivan is not happy at all. Okay, we're going to go.
That was crazy, whatever the hell happened there.
Yeah, absolutely, Sikosi. We're going to watch here. I'm going to watch from the aerial camera. Entering turn number 3. That is Sullivan. Let's go to Sullivan here and watch what happened. Simply gets taken out, just got a bumper, and then watch them pile in. Jeremy Edwards involved. There's the 21. Wes Dobbs. Then you'll see in here somewhere the 2 come in right there. And that's what sends the 30 up on its lid. Side over side. 5 cars I have that crashed. Owie. Scary stuff, that's for sure. Let's first ride with Matthew Hughes. Almost got Caleb McCarthy there and just flew in here. I thought, I don't know what he was thinking. I think he was expecting Sullivan to come down on the track. And then that happened. Let's go from the gearbox, actually. Man, what a wreck this was. Let's go to Wes Dobbs. Arca brakes. Let's go to Menzies. Try to find a hole and it just closed. Kayla McCarthy. Man, she had a miss, and then just a bunch of drivers were just flying in there. She's frustrated. I wouldn't blame her. Ninth caution of the race. Let's listen into some chatter while we're at it. And we're going to green this time by. Hopefully, we can get a long run
How
in.
down on power are you?
Guys, come on now. We are almost an hour mark and had just now completed lap 70. We've got to get some green flag run in.
Preach it, Morris. Preach it. Susie, Cruz, Gitter, Farmer, and Webb. Excuse me, it will be Wiggins that are your top 5 as we come back to green. Does anyone know what to say about this race? I don't know what to say about it. Susie fires, pulls away clean. And now Farmer wants Gitter for 3rd. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Mark Cook involved, Billy Milner. Oh my gosh, this is getting frustrating. This is just getting way too frustrating. Jeez. This is getting to be... This is just getting absurd. Like, I'm sorry, it really is. So we're back to green. Oh, he's restarting from 1st gear? Okay, that's another thing that I'm going to rat some people out on. So you look at Cook's on board. He's restarting in 1st. Susie, all these guys are going from 2nd gear. So, yeah, Cook forgot to put it in 2nd. Second time, though, we've had a restart accident. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Really, I don't. Listen to some audio.
Okay, that.
Lucky dog coming high.
Guys, we really need to pay attention on what just so everybody knows.
All right.
You guys are doing the best you can do. What's going on?
Thought for a moment there was going to be some cursing there.
Yep. Race control with single file. I'm going to take whatever lane I want.
So there you hear it.
Yeah, take the outside against the wall. You can take it in the grass, wherever. Just don't spin it.
So there you hear it there. We are going
Hey, everyone that's behind me, I'm going to go hide, so I'm down on power.
single file restarts the rest of the way. So it's Josh Susie, Otto Cruz, Patrick Gitter, William Farmer, Dean Webb, Brian Wiggins, Mark Sikosi, Justin Diltz, Kyle Milliken, Terry Marinaro, your top 10. Tyler Isley, Briggs Swope, Jimmy Barr, Christopher Lane, Jeremy Edwards, Chad Sullivan, Jeffrey Oakes, Matthew Hughes, Caleb McCarthy, Warren Young. That is your top 20. Getting ready to go back under the green flag. Susie getting the right to fire first. And there he goes. And a great restart. Let's see who makes the first move. It's Dean Webb wanting fourth on William Farmer. Webb's been running pretty well so far in his first start of the league. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Thought we had a yellow come out. Come on, graphics. You almost gave me a heart attack. We got a good battle for the lead heating up here between Susie and Cruz and Gitter. 15 to go, by the way, in stage number 2. Cruz tries to look to the inside. Susie shuts the door. Gap just about a half a car length on the exit. The bumpy exit as well here at Rockingham. Susie still getting the run here. These have been 2 of the 4 leaders in this race so far. And they've been your fastest drivers on track, no question. Cruz looking on the middle of the track. Not working at all. By the way, Susie just ran a 23.23. That is the fastest lap of the race. So how about that? Oh my gosh, come on! Josh Aaron in the number 77. All right, what happened? Try to get a bump draft. Aaron into the 29. Then there's Brett Edwards. I don't know what to say anymore. Really. This is just... I don't know. Mark, I know you're watching this in post. And I'm sorry, man, about my attitude about this race, but you're probably feeling the same way too. So we're not going to go to break, by the way, because we've already taken a break in stage number 2, so let's listen to audio.
Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
Where are we at next week, Mark? Milwaukee Mile. That should be bad.
Lucky Dog High.
Alright. I know we got some new drivers this week, and I know this is a hard track. Everybody just needs to calm down and get in a rhythm and let everybody get spread out before we really start trying to make some moves. I know it gets rough in these corners. They're bumpy, and it's very easy. It's hot track. Not as hot as we practiced all week. We had tons of practices this week. Everybody should be good with this track. We gotta get this race in. We're running out of time. So everybody, please get it together. Get a long green flag run here.
Yeah, he's not lying. I mean, we're already an hour and 5 minutes out of 150 minutes, 2 hours and 50 minutes, and we ain't even got halfway yet.
Race control, we're still single file restart, correct?
Kayla? After the race, I'd like to speak with you for a moment. I got a question to ask you, so please, before you get off iRacing, shut everything down. I do need to speak with you, please, ma'am.
I didn't do it.
No, if I ask you a question, you're not in trouble. I just need to ask you a question.
All right. Back to green this time. 8 to go in the stage. Susie fires. Cruz caught sleeping. Big time. He's probably saying, my bad. Didn't realize we were going green. Look at Sikosi inside on Dean Webb. Good battle for fifth. If we can make it to the end of this stage without a caution, I'll be happy. Ryan Wiggins up on the outside. He's been staying in the top 10 after short pitting. Obviously on yellow, you're using less fuel under these laps. And that is your best battle on track, one of them. Jeremy Edwards trying to rebound after being a part of a big one in turn 3 after the guy in front of him, Chad Sullivan, got dumped early on. Inside he goes. He wants the spot. That's for 11th. 10th currently belongs to Terry Marinaro for stage points. So keep that in mind as well. Otto Cruz, by the way, just running the fastest lap of the race at a 23.21. Close the gap down by 0.2 to 0.4 of a second. Running laps faster by 0.2. And he's closing in on Susie. He wants that race lead badly. Compare laps this time here at the line. Oh, he closed in pretty good there, down to a 1/4 of a second. He was a 1/10 of a second faster that time. 3 laps to go in stage 2 in the battle for the race lead. Let's see if Cruz can get it to work here. He's up on the spoiler. 2 to go. Pits are closed for the rest of the stage. Cruz losing a little bit of time there that time. Patrick Gitter in 4th in case anything happens. Cruz tries the inside. Susie slams the door. They've got traffic ahead. Here they come to the line. 1 to go in stage 2. Oh, Susie! Into the back. There's Cruz involved. Gitter goes to the lead. Major accordion effect. Now Susie to the inside. Turns 3 and 4. Susie may get tight on the exit. And Josh Susie takes stage number 2. There's a crash behind them with Josh Aaron. But what on earth happened? Here's the replay. Oh my, is that the 20? Billy Milner just did not look at his rear view mirror. No offense, but I honestly think he should be parked. He honestly should. Where was Otto Cruz? Look at the damage he's suffering now because of it. One of the fastest cars here. I saw that in a street stock race last week at this same track. And it's totally unprofessional. You gotta let the dang leaders go by. Look at that. Look how ridiculous that is. And I don't mean to call him out, but that's not cool. It's really not. And I'm a guy that wants to bring positive coverage. I don't want to bring negative stuff, but I see I see crap like that, excuse the language, it's just not cool at all. So, just had to get that off my chest. Josh Susi winning stage 2. This is just been a race to forget for everyone. Gitter winning the race off pit road, by the way, over Farmer. All right. So, with that said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Getting ready for the restart to begin the final stage. 94 laps are in the books. We're going to be cranking it up here to begin the final stage. So turn up that volume. We're going to ride on board with Mark Sikozy, actually with Josh Susi for a couple of laps. As we go back to green, we're going to crank it up here. We're back, and we got yellow. Does that surprise you? Let's see here. Brian Wiggins, blown engine, Alan Crowell, Wes Dobbs. What happened? Turn 2 gets loose. My goodness. I don't know if these guys have learned by now, especially with all the practice this week, that this track is full of throttle control on any set of tires. You can't just go wide, you can't just blow it on the exit. You gotta really consume it. And did we just have another crash happen? This This is under the yellow flag. Sullivan going down low. Nope, he just put the car in park. Okay. We can give you some onboards here, by the way, while we are at it, and just learn more about what happened. Put this in real time. Ow! Ow, ow, that's a shot there. Alan Crowell, let's watch his onboard. Just came up into traffic. Crowell minding his own business. Wes Dobbs. Heavy driver's side shot for Brian Wiggins. Whoop-de-doo. 13 yellows and we're halfway. This is just great. See what a couple of drivers are saying. Taylor is saying it isn't hard, it's a shame. A lot of these can be avoided, especially the last one. If you knew Billy, that's very common, doesn't surprise me. Outsider Simulation, you're doing a great job with the broadcast under these circumstances. I'm glad I had to miss the racing tonight. Josh Aaron says, blew my engine, rough night. Thanks for hanging in on this one. Well, gotta figure a way to make some money somehow. So we are back to green with Gitter out in front. Nice restart over William Farmer. Josh Susi, by the way, still in fifth. Sikosi is in fourth. And I think they're going to challenge on Dean Webb. Oh, Sikosi! It's gone. Heavy lick. That's not going to bring a yellow out.
What happened there?
Man, I thought he was gone. I thought he was going to spin that thing around. Halfway home, and now Susi wants Webb in the battle for third on track. Oh, there's a wreck behind them, I believe. Yes, there is. Brett Edwards in Calamity Alley is what they should call it, not Thunder Alley, because everyone wants to wreck in Thunder Alley on the back straightaway. Here's the replay.
Checking out the next stretch.
Marinaro just got the wall.
60-40.
Shit's ridiculous. We got single file restarts for God's sake, but it's patience. That's all it takes.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on right now. I don't understand why we can't even get 3 laps in. I mean, nobody do anything for 3 laps, and then we'll race.
Appreciate you on that, 24.
Give everybody a 1 second gap between each other.
Gets the wall. Warren Young's involved. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Some of these drivers just have to use their damn heads. I mean, what else can you say about this race? Like, you have practice for 1 week and then you're just losing it. What do you want me to say about the story of this race? The racing for the lead? Because we're not seeing a lot of that racing. I'm sorry about my attitude. It's just so frustrating when you're not getting this kind of racing. Getting good racing. I'm in like 3 leagues that do an incredible job with racing. And it's all about good racing. Like, I don't know what else to say. Alright, so we're not going to go to a break here. Nah, I want to be sorry because as a broadcaster, you have to be professional on the air. But this, I mean, you guys can understand my frustration, really can. Alright, are we going green this time? Yes, we are. About time. If you want something exciting too, Garrett Cole, I believe, just pitched a complete game. 7 dominant innings, actually. Not a complete game. 15 strikeouts. Now that's something to keep you excited. All right, shall we go back to green? Yes, we will. Some drivers probably don't want to. Gitter, Farmer, Webb, Cruz, and Milliken. How did Kyle Milliken get up to 5th? That's my real question. A couple of drivers, by the way, coming in on that restart, getting an amazing restart. Here comes Cruz inside on Webb for 3rd position. Easy pass by Otto Cruz, and I believe he's already used his quick repair. Don't worry, we are still under green flag conditions, for those wondering. A couple of drivers still in the pits. Try and find the best battle on the track if we can. It is a battle for 9th. Jeffrey Oaks, who somehow now is the biggest mover of the race, up 22 spots. Kayla McCarthy in this battle. And Jeremy Edwards on the outside of Briggs Swope in a battle for 11th on the track. Edwards getting by, Wiggins getting by, faster car and less damage, who's already used a quick repair. Oaks looking on Tyler Isley for 8th spot on track. Good battle here for position. Oh man, Isley trying to put a block on Oaks. Don't know if there's anything we can do about that there. Isley though, edging Oaks at the line. Isley can have maybe the preferred line. We'll see what happens. And where'd Kayla go? All the way back to 11th. Not sure what happened there. And look at the run for Jeremy Edwards. Oh, Wiggins. Wiggins, did he blow up? I think Wiggins blew up. Trying to find him. Nope, he's just letting drivers go by, I believe. So now Jeremy Edwards closing in. 8th on Tyler Isley, but you know Isley is going to be playing heavy defense. Outside looking for 8th. Edwards, can he make the pass stick on the exit? Use the bank, and he will. Edwards is up to 8th. Let's go to Otto Cruz, who is up to 2nd. And the gap is just over a second on Gitter. And for 3rd behind him, Dean Webb in his debut on William Farmer. Remember, Farmer finished 3rd last week. It's his 2nd start this season. And Brian Wiggins has reported a crashed race car, letting Gitter go by. Back on that battle for P3. Webb trying the inside, trying to make it stick. He can't. Something I'm noticing as well out of Dean Webb, it's actually downshifting. This could be a key in a lot of these the real races this season. Next season, going from 5th to 4th. Sequential gears out of the next-gen cars. There is a next-gen test, by the way, scheduled for, I believe, this week, if not next week, with 8 cars testing at Daytona. It's a Goodyear tire test, but we'll definitely learn a lot more about how the pack racing is going to work. Webb trying to fight back on that inside. Can't do anything about it. Cruz, by the way, has pulled the gap down to just about a half second on Gitter, as we continue to watch your best battle on the track for 3rd. Again, Dean Webb's iRacing number is 09. His trading paints scheme is number 2. Working on more lap traffic. In fact, that's Billy Milner in the number 29. In fact, we're going to take this opportunity. Let me show you the map on the screen, as you can see where all the traffic is. Again, your best battle is happening off of turn number 4. We got a good battle for 10 too. Josh Susi trying to rebound after his mishap with Mark Sikosi. Gets by Justin Diltz for 11th. Now those two will go to work for 11th. Swope trying the inside. Diltz cuts him off. Susi, by the way, running identical lap times to the race leader. He's matching race pace, but Cruz is still the faster car on the track. Cruz has actually lost a little bit of time. Fell back to 1.2 seconds. Not sure what happened there. But Farmer and Webb have closed in. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. We can figure out what happened. I don't think we'll have anything here for you, unfortunately. Each driver is separated just by about 2 car lengths until Webb trying to set the entry up. Let's see what Farmer's doing in his car. See the gears? Is he downshifting? He's keeping it in 5th gear. Same with Cruz. Gitter. Let's see what he's doing. Is he going down to 4th? He's not, but could have the ability to go down to 4th. So Dean Webb is one of the few drivers to go down to 4th gear. Very interesting. Now Farmer trying the outside, has 2nd for right now. Cruz just washed up a tad. Could be Farmer's highest spot of the night. Cruz out brakes. Farmer wants to go early to get more gas on the exit. There he goes. There's the crossover. Battle for 2nd is on. Hang on there, Farmer. Loose off of 2. Who's giving up the inch here? Nobody wants to. 3-horse shootout for P2. Patrick Gitter is missing a good show. Cruz, though, higher line, keeping second spot. Farmer just clipped the wall for just a moment. Now Cruz gets tight. Cruz gets tight. Farmer tries to find something on the bottom. No, Cruz shuts the door. I've just been told, by the way, it's the longest green flag run yet. And now Taylor is going to jinx it for me. Thanks. Farmer's got the run down to the inside, and Cruz washes up again. Trying to get the banking, trying to play some defense. At the line. Oh, man, it was close. I think you could give it to Cruz there. Oh, Farmer tries to move Cruz up the track. Oh, baby. Farmer's got P2. And can he get it to stick? Yes, he can. Oh, he can't clear him, though, just yet. Here comes Webb, wanting third. And Farmer taking second spot away. Oh, Farmer got the wall. And second, third, and fourth, utilizing the low line on the track. Tell you what we're going to do. We have got just under 75 laps to go. Patrick Gitter, your race leader. We're going to take you side by side. If something happens, we'll jump right back in. So we will be right back. Stay with us. Can you believe this? We have got a 3-car battle for the lead at Rockingham. Probably the best action we have seen all night long here. Murray Scala with you on the call for the Thunder Alley 200. It's been a wreck fest of a race. However, though, this is our longest green flag run of the day so far. Next week, we are at the Milwaukee Mile for the Wisconsin 200. If they don't change anything, who knows what could happen, because short tracks have not been the best of races so far. Dean Webb is also in this battle. These guys, Farmer and Webb, as in these guys, were 1.5 seconds back a couple of laps ago, but they have saved tires, I believe, to close into Patrick Gitter, who's just been driving his butt off, I believe, is what's been going on. But now this battle, when do Farmer and Webb set their moves up? This top three, by the way, that is on track. They've been very consistent the entire race and have been racing extremely clean. Farmer, and a little bit of controversy earlier, causing the yellow for Chad Sullivan when he spun out. Ooh, look at Dean Webb. High side exit, loose a little bit, tucks back in line, cuts it back. Webb's trying to set this up. Listen to that, he actually just stayed in fourth gear the entire time on the front straightaway. What does he do here? He's not even going to fifth gear. Keep it in fourth gear. You can't see as well the water temps. The drivers are the only ones that can see it. But I have a feeling the temp is a little bit higher than the top two. Webb is there. Webb is right there. Oh, hang on. Dean Webb is loose. He's in the wall. Oh, my goodness. He got oh so close to scraping that wall. I think he kept it off it. There's no paint scuffs on the number 09. But the tires are definitely getting worn out amongst the leaders. But didn't lose a lot of ground. 1.2 seconds back, though, behind Patrick Gitter and William Farmer, which still remains your best battle for the lead. So they are working now on another lap car, trying to see who that is in front. So they were taking world feed here. That is the 21 of Wes Dobbs. And Farmer stuck his nose underneath. Nothing was working at all. As we now put 142 laps up on the board. See if we can find another good battle on track. Let's go to a battle for fourth position. Otto Cruz, who has faded back a lot, is now battling Matthew Hughes. Hughes has used a quick repair already. Was in some tough water early on, getting involved in that Sullivan wreck. So good race so far from the number 2. Let's go back up and see if we've got a battle for the race lead, and we do. Farmer trying the outside here for the lead. And Dean Webb is closing back in because the top two losing momentum, working on each other. And Dean Webb's just fighting on back. You see Webb there at the bottom of your picture. Closing right on in. Half a car length between Gitter and Farmer. Farmer trying to get the run on the exit. And Gitter outbrakes Farmer. Farmer, I think, in my opinion, not outbraking him, but he's using his tires just a lot better, I think, in my opinion. He's just waiting for Gitter to make that one mistake. But Dean Webb, by the way, right now, I believe, is the fastest car. Actually, the fastest car in the racetrack is the guy in fourth, that being Matthew Hughes, the 24.55. Jeremy Edwards also making his way back up in the number 17. Just ran a faster lap, 24.53, currently in sixth position. He is officially now your hard charger of the race as he's working on Dobbs in the 21. First car lap down, by the way, is Mark Sikosi in 13th spot. Sikosi would receive the free pass if a caution were to come out. Farmer still trying to find a way to get by. So right along here for a lap to compare the lap times. And you know what? Screw this onboard. You know what we're going to do? Feel the banking with the gyro cam. Oh, that got close. Lost a little bit of time there. gained by Marino. You see how this track is banked all around. The straights are 8 degrees. And you can tell his tires are toast. Just listen to the throttle. Oh, the leader! Trouble for the 24! Or the 28, excuse me. Get her. Got into it with a 59 of Justin Cope. And we're going to watch a replay here. Oh, no. I think he just got... Let's rewind the footage here. He's working on the lap car. Oh, look at that. There's some smoke coming out of the rear. Gitter just locked the brakes up. So William Farmer, for the first time today, is in the lead with 50 laps to go. And now it's his turn to hang on because here comes Dean Webb. Now we're going to try and see how much damage the 28 has. Doesn't look... I don't think he's got any damage at all, even with the contact with Justin Cope. Should be seeing the pits open soon.
Still fueling freshies.
Top 5 on track, last pitted on lap 192. Susie in 6 has the freshest tires of the top 10. The same with just of the late lap cars, I should say. Susie last pitted on lap 103. Susie currently in 6th position, but he hasn't really found a lot of ground to gain. And there goes Rick Swope in the 7. And a lot of left side damage. There's Auto Cruz in the 03, and Susie, here we go. Battle is on for 5th. Susie the rung to the inside. The fresher tires are definitely paying off right now for Josh Susie. Let's go back, change for 2nd. Dean Webb using the lap car as a pick to take the runner-up spot away from Patrick Gitter. Gitter, I think, has just used up all of his tires. Will be interesting to see when the leaders come down pit road. Gitter losing a little bit of time in 3 and 4. See if we can compare the sectors on the track. And we can with Webb to Gitter. Gitter is just a 100th of a second faster, but Gitter was 800 slower in turns 1 and 2. Let's see here this time by. 300 slower is Gitter. Gitter gains a little bit of time in 3 and 4. Nope, he was a 10th off. Interesting. And Tyler Isley on fresher tires coming up to the 3rd place driver. Likely will let them go by. Auto Cruz, by the way, is in pit road for those wondering. Giving up a top 5 spot for his final stop of the race. So we will watch the stop for the folks watching at home. Remember, he started on pole, so he gets pit stall number 1. It's the KRU on the bottom of your screen so you can see his pit time. Right sides are done. On to the left. This is a good stop so far for the 03. Didn't have to back it up at all. Nice stop, 14.4. Drivers are a couple of tenths faster, but who knows what could happen. Now we focus back on William Farmer with a 1.1 second lead. Let's go to a battle for 3rd between teammates Gitter and Hughes. Each of them last pit on lap 92. Hughes has used his tires a lot better than the 28. Compare lap times once again. Oh man, look at that. Half a second to 3/10 slower. That is the beauty of Rockingham with how abrasive the track surface is. This track eats up tires just like the Atlanta Motor Speedway does. He was losing it just a little bit on exit. Don't know if he's gonna work on the 28 of Gitter just yet. The beauty and sounds of these engines. Let's go to a battle for 7th as well. Mark Sikosi and Justin Cope. Now this is a battle for the free pass if a yellow were to come out. So let's keep that in mind. But Justin Cope stuck on the outside, letting faster cars go by. Remember, Cope, none of his business, by the way, with Patrick Gitter. Gitter was the one that locked up the tires. Back to that battle for 3rd spot, Gitter and Hughes. You see the gap, just about 2 car lengths between the 28 and the 2. Again, for those wondering, oh, here we go. Leaders are all in the pits, top 4. Making their final stops of the race. Josh Susi, by the way, staying out a couple of extra laps, hoping for the fresh tires to take him right to the finish. For those wondering, by the way, we are not just streaming on Twitch. I know more of my Twitch page is being promoted. We are also streaming on the National Sim Racing League Facebook page. So make sure you go like that on Facebook. All the drivers are in. Oh, who locked them up? Was that Matthew Hughes? Yes, Hughes locked up the tires on his pit entry. Had to back up. That will cost him a few seconds of time. And Farmer is already gone. 15.6 second stop. And Cruz actually beat them all on pit exit. The 14.4. Gitter had the fastest stop of all those drivers, and now here comes Isley looking for a spot. Justin Cope now in the pit, so Josh Susi assuming the lead. He's got a lap lead on Mark Sikosi, who pitted on lap 101. Top 2 have yet to pit. So Otto Cruz now with a 3-second lead. Now I gotta ask, is that really his nickname? I'm gonna look at iRacing. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am a huge fan of that nickname now. Otto Cruz. Just think of it. It's coming into your mind now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's go to Dean Webb, Tyler Isley in that battle for 6. Isley caught up with the horsepower advantage, pitting 14 laps earlier, but Webb's got 14 lap fresher tires. And now we go to the 4th place battle. Gitter is all over Farmer. This was a battle for the lead previously, but Gitter likes to use his tires more than Farmer. I think we'll see that here once again. Gitter nearly put the bumper on Farmer, and you saw the smoke there. Gitter locked the tires up. Going into 1, that's going to cost him a little bit of time. Open up the door for Dean Webb. 30 laps to go. Josh Susi, your race leader at Rockingham Speedway. Go side by side one final time. When we come back, we're taking you to the finish. Big wreck with Mark Sikosi involved. The yellow flies with 25 laps to go. Justin Diltz is involved and also one of the faster cars here. Patrick Gitter, after the longest green flag run of the day. This will change everything. Let's see how the yellow flew. We were side by side when it happened. And a big shout out to our camera work for getting all the pictures here. You saw as well William Farmer get loose off of turn 4 before we came back. Watch Justin Diltz here in the 23. Just lost it on the exit of 2. And then tried to overcorrect it with the rack and pinion steering into the path of Gitter and Sikosi. And the 2, I think, got a piece of it as well. Let's watch again. Yep. Took out a lot of good cars that had a chance at a win. Let's go from Diltz's onboard, from the rear bumper. He was trying to fight it. Let's go from Sikosi. Just minding his own business. Just waiting to make that final step. Oh, he just clipped him. He thought that lane was going to burst open after he got the outside wall, but physics, man. Just physics. And then Patrick Gitter. This is the one that just breaks my heart right here. First start and looking at his possibly his first win of the season. And a bunch of drivers are in pit road to use that extra set. And watch Dean Webb. Let's go from Dean Webb here. We're going to rewind the footage just so you can see. There it is. And finally, we're going to watch William Farmer. Sees it happen immediately on the brakes. Nice driving by William. But you know who this yellow helps big time. Josh Susie. He's going to be the race leader when we come back to green flag racing. I think we've got a fun finish here with the final 20 laps. Let's hear a race control.
Give you credit, though. That was a nice little green flag run, though.
Absolutely. Give it up for all the drivers.
Let's
go, everyone, around the pace car. Catch up.
So we've got 5 drivers on the lead lap when we come back to green. Josh Susie, Otto Cruz.
give me an EOL, please, racing control.
Matthew Hughes, Tyler Isley, Kayla McCarthy are going to be on the lead lap.
Why am I a lap down? For what?
The leader never pitted. He pitted under that caution.
You went down and pit under yellow again, so you gave back up your lap. I had everyone a lap down when the caution come out.
Okay.
Little confusion.
Mark's mishap on the caution.
That's
I
normal.
had to fix the damage.
We're going back to green as well this time. Here we go. 21 to go. Oh, we're back to yellow. I would assume it's still at the fuel. Oh, Marinaro. What in the world is he doing? Do we just have a crash under yellow? Nope, I think there's a glitch in iRacing system right now. We're not sure what is happening. A couple of drivers as well have stopped down the track in order to let drivers go by. everything just getting figured out as of right now, and I believe we will be going green this time with 20 laps to go. On board with Josh Susie. Pace car should pull in. Lights are off. There it is. Here we go. 20 lap shootout underway. Now, for those wondering where Auto Cruz is, he is 4 seconds back on the restart. Look at Wiggins fly by. Now, Cruz is going to need a yellow if he wants to get back in this race. Inside on Wiggins, that's a little bit too tight for comfort. Matthew Hughes in the 2s in 3rd. Tyler Isley is 4th. Then you got Kayla McCarthy in 5th. Those are the only 5 drivers that are on the lead lap. The one guy that wants a yellow right now is William Farmer, so he can get the free pass, but he would restart tail line, so he kind of wants 2 yellows at the moment. With 18 laps to go, let's find a good battle on track, and that is the battle for 4th spot. Tyler Isley trying to work on lap traffic, but there's Kayla McCarthy in his rearview mirror. And see, you see that? You can feel it right there. It's all about throttle control. Wiggins staying high. Let the top 5 give way. Oh, Wiggins is loose. Wiggins is loose. He's gone. He is gone. And around he goes. And that's the yellow that William Farmer wants. He goes back on the lead lap. We're right on board with Wiggins here as we just got the wall trying to let back markers go by. And I believe, was it Jeremy Edwards that got into him, I want to say? I think it was. Briggs Swope, and nope, it was the 84 of Chris Lynn. Jeremy Edwards with a little bit of an assist, and that will likely end Brian Wiggins' day in the Kyle Larson tribute scheme. So we go back to yellow, and the top 5 are pitting. And what this will mean, a couple of drivers that are on a lap down will stay out and get their lap back. We're going to watch that closely with William Farmer. I mean, he's the free pass, so we're going to watch Patrick Gitter closely here and see if he can get a wave around. But top 5 are all in. Get some tires here and maybe top off on fuel. Yep, 4 tire stops. Gonna listen to some audio.
Sorry, Joker.
That wreck must have knocked the toe in pretty good or something, because this thing got grip it didn't have before.
So a couple of drivers.
Are we still single file restart?
A couple of drivers will get back on the lead lap. Patrick Gitter, Dean Webb, Mark Sikosi, Christopher Lynn, Jeremy Edwards, Justin Diltz is the one in front of the pace car. Same with Terry Marinaro. A lot of drivers will get a lap back. So they should pass the pace car at this point. And yep, there they go. They will go by. That will put a bunch more drivers on the lead lap with that yellow. They will start tail end though, alongside William Farmer. That yellow though, definitely what Auto Crews needed.
7 car. If you guys let me by here, I'll give you a really big virtual high five.
Oh, William Farmer with
on
some offers here.
I don't think my car can hold you back, man.
So you got Isley 4th, Kayla McCarthy 5th. The top 5 all nose to tail in this restart. We'll have 12 laps to go here at the Rock. After what has been just a devastating race so far. We had an amazing long run. And then a 25 to go yellow. 16 cautions in this race. Susie's gone. See if any of the top 5 make some moves here just yet. Nope. Will not. The McCarthy-Isley battle continues. Now watch Cruz closely. One of the faster cars on the track. Let's update you on Farmer. There he is in the 95, just trying to make his way through. Top 10, top 11 drivers are on the lead lap, and they will need a yellow if they want to get back up in this fight. Closest battle right now is for 8th. Sikosi and Webb working together. Now Webb's got no front end though, which could be a big loss in power. And you see the gap is increasing to like a half second or so. So that's not what the driver of the 2 car wants. 10 laps remain here at the Rock. Car in the wall, by the way, Briggs Swope. No harm, no foul, though. Couple of drivers again in the pits. Let's go back to the battle for 4th. The McCarthy-Isley saga continues. And McCarthy putting a lot of ground on Tyler Isley. No time to waste. Yellow is out with 9 laps to go, make it 8. The real question is, for what? So here's the moment when the yellow came out. We don't know what it's for, so we will go through iRacing and check here with you. The cars are straight. Justin Diltz went around in the 23. Ran in 13th at the time. That will put Brian Wiggins, giving him the free pass. And Farmer, Gitter, Sikosi, Webb, Edwards, and Lynn are back in this thing. This is getting really intense in the final laps. But I don't want to see a wreck fest, if you know what I mean. I want to see a good green flag finish. I want to see him go green to the end. If we can do that, that'd be great. So let's listen to audio here while we are at it. Seems really quiet right now. Just making sure everything's muted. Again, next week we are at Milwaukee for the Wisconsin 200. Wisconsin, the home of dairy. I'm a big cheese guy. Not a big milk guy, but I'm a big cheese guy. What's your favorite kind?
29 requests is EOL.
What's your favorite kind of cheese? I would like to know in chat. I'm a big Colby Jack cheese stick guy. That's my go-to snack if I get hungry on a late night run.
Number 29, what are you doing, bud?
He requested an EOL.
Alrighty.
All right, copy that. Hold on.
So we go back to green. It will be a 4-lap shootout. Do you like Josh Susie? Do you like Otto Cruz? Do you like Matthew Hughes? Or do you like the field? Maybe McCarthy, maybe Isley. Could William Farmer, Patrick Gitter pull off the upset? Who knows what could happen here in the final 4 laps? Maybe even a yellow could come out. Well, we're about to see what happens. Susie will get the right to fire first, and you know he's going to fire as soon as possible. We're going to go on board with Otto Cruz here on this restart and see what he does. Oh, apologies. We are extending this yellow. Going to go 1 additional lap, I believe is what we heard. Yep, we have extended the yellow. I tell you, this finish is going to be very intense as we hit the 11 o'clock hour. Do you know where your children are? That's the real question as we speak. Drivers all warming up their tires on this single file restart. We will have a 3-lap shootout to determine the winner at the Rock. 17 yellows in this race. Can you believe it? I know I can't. Here we go. Pace car will pull into pit road. Again, on board with Cruz for the restart. Man, Susie's just firing so much better than Otto Cruz. Cruz, I think, has the car on the long runs, Susie on the short runs. I think as long as Susie does not make a mistake, I think he can bring it home scot-free to the finish line. But let's not just say that just yet. Cruz is closing in just a little bit. Here they come off. Oh, not again. Not this crap again. Cruz is off track, actually. What the heck's the yellow for? Crowell. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, it's not what Otto Cruz wanted. So we're gonna go to a replay here and show you what happened. Of course, is he driving that frickin' thing in reverse? Excuse the language. 21 in the wall. Nearly did a blowover. Crowell nearly did a blowover. At this point, he doesn't care anymore. Oh my gosh. So we're going to go to a green-white checkered. Let's explain the rules, by the way, for a green-white checkered while we are at it. And you know what? Just checking. Up to 3 green-white checkered finishes if needed. That is the official call. So before we go tonight, before we end, of course, we can't do it without thanking all of our phenomenal sponsors. And we want to apologize to them for this race being not being as exciting as we thought it was going to be. Autopilot Solar Solutions, Full Sun Graphics, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Affordable SEO and Marketing, and Elevated Outdoors. Again, without you guys, none of this could be possible. So just waiting for the lights to go off, then we'll explain overtime. Let's get to audio.
No.
Hey, 95, you want to pick up the pace a little bit?
Okay.
Yes, at 95. I'm going through the field watching people. Yes, I'm going to get it pulled up. I will black flag somebody if they lay back again.
Oh boy. They're getting a little tough
You
here.
don't have to give me anything by any means. I'm just letting you know I'm on fresh tires.
So lights are off. We're going green this time by for those that are new to stock car racing. Let's explain the green-white checkered. Up to 3 attempts. If the leader does not take the white flag, we will do this attempt again up to 3 times. Once we take the white flag, the race is official no matter what happens. So here we go. Josh Susie leads, Auto Cruz second, Matthew Hughes third, Kayla McCarthy fourth, William Farmer fifth, Patrick Gitter sixth, Jeremy Edwards seventh, Dean Webb is eighth, Mark Sikosi ninth, and Christopher Lane is 10th. Going to be a phenomenal finish here at the Rock after a crazy race. Luckily enough, we were able to get 1 or maybe 2 green flag long runs in. Obviously, the longest run was in the second half of the race. So here we go. Susie playing some games here with Auto Cruz, laying back. And not a good restart for Auto at all. Oh, look at the run by William Farmer. Inside on McCarthy, taking 4th position. It's a big one. Now he's trying the outside, but loose off of 2. We got a car sideways. Christopher Lane, nice save. Off of 4 this time by. 1 lap to go. We're on the final lap at the Rock. Josh Susie, after the tough breaks he went through last week at Homestead, Miami. Half a lap away from his 2nd win of the season. Can Auto Cruz pull off the upset? 3 and 4, final time. Defensive line for Susie. Cruz washes up. Josh Susie, 2nd win of the season. He takes it at the Rock in the Thunder Rally 200.
Hey guys. Nice race, Cruz. Nice race, Susie. Nice race, everybody.
Yeah, good race, guys.
Good race, everybody. I'll take 17th place.
We got it going.
Susie, Cruz,
Yeah,
Farmer,
I had an 8-minute
McCarthy, and
repair
Edwards.
Earlier. That's why I got so many laps behind.
The top 5. Stand by as we get your top 3 in. Don't know why Dean Webb, I think Dean Webb's doing the burnout because they survived the madness. Susie does a burnout. It's turned into a burnout competition. Everyone doing donuts. Saying, thank goodness we survived the massacre. I think Kayla's doing a burnout too. Remember, they are all teammates. Yep. They are. What was known as the Nowski Motorsports team, now Second String Motorsports, celebrating with a win. And stand by as we're going to get your top 3 in here in just a moment. All right, so as Susie takes a Polish victory lap, we're going to start with our third place finisher. And our third place finisher, second third place finish in 2 starts. How about that? William Farmer is having a lot of fun this season. William, first off, sorry about what went down in the race. However, though, able to keep it clean and take home a third place finish.
Marty, how are you doing, man? That was a long race for you, calling that all by yourself.
Well, honestly, man, I'm not happy with how the race went with so many yellows.
Yeah, that was pretty. We were, that was pretty crazy for the first half, especially. But we were able to get that green flag going and run going, and I knew I must have ran 500 laps here practicing this week, and I knew my setup was good on the long run, and I think it was really starting to show there. And unfortunately, I pitted just too early there, and that really screwed me up with being a lap down and all that. That was just bad pitch strategy. But all in all, it wound up in my favor. I got the lap back, the lucky dog. I couldn't even tell you what happened, and somehow I wound up in top 3. That was a lot of luck there at the end. Normally I don't get that lucky. So.
Yeah, definitely. Who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Oh, the same old Outsiders Racing again. My dad, Bill Farmer, he was in William Farmer. I think his name isn't here, but he was in here tonight and he raced a little bit. Shout out to him. Shout out to Outsiders again. Ed Fowler, Terry, all those guys. Wes as well. Wes Dobbs of Outsiders. And it was a fun race. And the admins here, everybody at NSRL. Yeah, thanks for letting me race here. It was a crazy one.
Absolutely. All right, we'll let you go, Will. Nice run tonight.
Thank you.
So Will Farmer coming home in third. Let's talk to the guy that finished in second, and probably the man with the coolest name in auto racing, Auto Cruz. I love that name, man. That's just so cool you've got that name.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's a lot of people say that.
Anyway, you had one of the cleaner races out there today. You were very fast. Just what more did you need to try and get by Susie there in the final laps?
I had about 3 minutes of optional where I had to lock the brakes up earlier in the race to avoid lap car. The car was probably there. I just didn't want to kind of force the issue with them kind of being a satellite team to us. So it was more of a kind of a team effort, and just as long as most of us finished up there in the top, we thought we'd be good.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight on your runner-up debut?
I actually want to give a shout-out to Jeremy Edwards for inviting us over to this league. Like to give a shout-out to his cousin, Austin, who helped us with our setups, and Jeremy for helping with the setups. Susie had a really fast setup as well. But just those guys and just the Nowski Nation, everybody kind of watching out there. You know, we do this for our enjoyment, but also for everybody else that watches us.
All right, Otto. Nice job tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
So Auto Cruz with a second place finish. Susie's still doing burnouts, by the way, in the victory lane area. He's just going to do it until he blows it up. And there it goes. Oh, car's still going. Car's still going. We're going to victory lane, though, as he's doing his burnouts to talk with Josh Susie. Second win of the season. Josh, first off, I'm sorry with the entire race he had to deal with in the first half, but got that long green flag run going, man. Just had a fast car, though.
Yeah, man. Basically last to first on that really long run we had. Because I was fixing that nose damage I got off the incident with Sikosi and I think it was Dean. And yeah, so then I sped on pit road, not paying attention. I was aggravated over the nose, so that gave me an EOL, and I just started all the way in last, and I was able to get up to first. I think it was probably like 5th or 6th before the leaders pit, but I was good on fuel, so I was loving it. I didn't think they were going to come back around and be able to pass me twice. So either way, I was happy, and then that caution come out, and I was like, well, at least only one guy's going to get on the lead lap, and everyone else can be on all tires. And then we got another caution. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I want to ask, were you banking on the caution when you were on that long run? Because I know you were last pitted on lap 103.
No, I was going to be able to make it. I was the only car in the field that was going to be able to make it on fuel. I was about 6 laps to the green. So when that caution come out on 103 or whatever it was, I don't think anyone else pit. I was the only one to pit that was on the lead lap. Like I said, to fix my damage where it was on the front end, and I topped off the fuel, and it was good to go.
How are you looking at for next week at Milwaukee? You've been very fast this season on the low banked ovals.
Well, we'll see. I mean, obviously we haven't hit there yet. We take it one week at a time, but I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the track. It should be a good challenge. I know everyone at Nowski Motorsports and our technical alliance with Second String, we're going to work hard on the setup and dial it in. It was pretty cool. We had, I think, about 3 different setups based on your comfort level tonight, and they were all really fast, so it was really good to see us kind of being mostly in the top 10.
Finally, who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Oh, you, man. First and foremost, appreciate you being here, broadcasting this. I know it was rough tonight, like it was at IRP, but we really appreciate you sticking it out and you know, not pulling the plug because it's bad first half of the race. So thank you very much for that. All the admins do a great job. I know there's a lot of frustration races like this, and our race control doing the best they can to keep tempers cool and keep everyone level-headed. And you know, Nowski Motorsports Alliance with Second String, all of our league sponsors, this beautiful Jeff Gordon paint scheme, my lovely girlfriend sleeping behind me on the couch. And we're going to pack her up and start testing for Milwaukee, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, Josh. Nice win tonight, man.
Thank you, man.
So Josh Susi taking home the win. 2nd win this season. He's going to continue to burn it down until that thing explodes. There are the results on your screen. And, man, tough break for Patrick Gitter and Dean Webb. They had a chance at a win, possibly. Don't know what happened with Tyler Isley, finishing in 12th position. Here's your top 18. Let's show you the rest of the field that is on your screen. Got a couple more drivers to show you. Now he's blown the thing up. Good job. And there are the rest. So that will do it for our coverage tonight. Again, next week we are at the Milwaukee Mile for the Wisconsin 200. Shout out to our sponsors as always. We've got Autopilot Solar Solutions, Full Send Graphics, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Affordable SEO and Marketing, and Elevated Outdoors. On behalf of everyone at the National Sim Racing League, our main guys, Josh Susi, James Morris, our race control. Also shout out to Justin Diltz. I'm Marty Sakala, the voice of the NSRO. Congratulations to Josh Susi, 2nd win this season, coming from Rockingham Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in.